Beautiful. Dear friends, Zdeněk, thank you very much. My name is Mario Nicolini, and I am the Executive Director of the Forum of the World's Religions, Slovakia. And I'm also a member of the Slovak Anti-Poverty Network. It is my great honor to welcome everyone today to a very special event, a webinar on the 150th anniversary of Mahatma's Gandhi birth. We are hosting this from Slovakia for the world on the anniversary of the birth of a true giant in international, not only Indian and national, but international history, Mahatma Gandhi, a key reference point in the human rights movement, in the freedom movement, in the interfaith movement, and in so many words that it is almost impossible to encompass in words the life and the spirit of this true giant. I would like to thank the Slovak Indian Friendship Society for hosting this very special occasion. At the beginning, it was Zdeněk Hladík, a sitarist, our dear friend from the Czech Republic. We have an illustrious list of speakers and an interesting program ahead of us that will include Dr. Anna Galovičová, the chairwoman of the Slovak Indian Friendship Society. We will have Swami Maheshwarananda. We will have His Excellency the Indian Ambassador in Slovakia, Mr. Vanlal Huma. Also speaking will be Mr. Jasbil Nishal, the General Secretary of India-Slovakia Friendship Association in New Delhi. We will have the historian, Mr. Shishmish. There will be a speech by Dr. Radha Krishna from the Gandhian Forum for Ethical Corporate Governance. And last but not least, at the very end, we will have an announcement of a children's competition, which was conducted by the Slovak Indian Friendship Society. So this event is hosted by the Slovak Indian Friendship Society in cooperation with the Embassy of the Republic of India to Slovakia, with the Forum of the World's Religions, Slovakia, and the partners whom I would like to thank. So if Anka is ready, I would like to give the floor to Anna Galovičová from the Slovak Indian Friendship Society.
Can join World Celebration 150 anniversary of birth of Mahatma Gandhi. I am very happy to see your pictures, that here are friends from Austria, from Slovakia, from Czech, from India and other. And somehow I feel that among us is spirit of Mahatma Gandhi too. Why we celebrate far distance from India, Slovak Indian Friendship Society, 150 anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. We are Slovaks, not Indian. But Mahatma Gandhi, he belongs to all world. I remember our Slovak Indian Friendship Society was established in Piešťany in Slovakia 1989. And that time when we organized and founded this organization, we fight against totalitarian regime. And it was against violence, non-violent movement called Public Against Violence. And we felt the time that Mahatma Gandhi message that we should face brutality, totalitarian regime, aggression, violent, non-violent way touched me very much. And that's why I was part and founder of a weapon in Piešťany. And I remembered this movement of Mahatma Gandhi, how he brought freedom to India and how he non-violent way fight against colonization of Great Britain that time. So Mahatma Gandhi in Slovakia is known, and I would like thank very much to Vishwaguruji Maheshwarananda. He is now these days in Střílky in Czech, very close to Slovak border, and it was he who visited Slovakia 1972 for the first time, and then regularly till today. And he shared with us wisdom of ancient India, of spiritual heritage of India. And also he spoke with us, he spoke very much about Mahatma Gandhi. Even he organized that time after fall down totalitarian regime, peace summit, Mahatma Gandhi and Paramahansa Swami Madhavananji in several countries all the world. And I participated in several such meetings, peace summit, Mahatma Gandhi and Madhavananji. And so I met a grandchild of Mahatma Gandhi in Austria during this summit. And I met many friends of Mahatma Gandhi and followers of this idea. And as you know, I often visited India. And in India, I admire very much a non-violent way of living, not only fighting, but living. These people there, even they feel as protector of life, and even they don't harm animals, not only human. So that's why I am happy that we remember Mahatma Gandhi. And as Einstein told, he admired very much Mahatma Gandhi, Albert Einstein, and he wrote and told that he don't expect that such brave men, personality can ever walked on the earth, that such brave man is only one. So it is past, but now we face present time, and again we can remember message of Mahatma Gandhi for today. And one of these message is change, because we face now situation that there is very important to change many fields of our daily life. Not only our way of our thinking, but also way of our living and our values. And Mahatma Gandhi used to tell, become change you need to do. You need to realize. So we should try from inside, from ourselves, not wait that government will do change or some other personalities will do change, but we should begin from ourselves and become such kind of people, self-disciplined, wise people with simple living and noble thinking. And as Mario mentioned, here are several organizations as partner organization, and also Forum of Religious, World Religious. As you know, it was inspired by people in Chicago who organized 1893 first time World Religious Forum, and that time they invited for the first time from Asia Swami Vivekananda to Chicago. And I am very happy that Swami Vivekananda is very close to today government of India. Indian Prime Minister Modi, his followers of ideas of Swami Vivekananda and also of Mahatma Gandhi. So I am very happy to have among us partner organization, Indian Slovak Friendship Society and Mr. Gazbir. And we would like to inform you that there are many projects we wish in future, close future, to realize with our Indian partner organization and other partner organizations. Also, there is Uri who represent Elizabeth, and I will be very happy if she can inform us a little bit about her initiative in Austria, Bell of Freedom, Bell of Peace, and Bell of Harmony among religious and people. So there is very much to share ideas which we adapt from India, in Slovakia, in Europe, in the world, because this, for example, one world, one human family is a great mantra, very ancient Indian mantra. And as we see now, it was many movements in West who followed the same trend, that we should keep together. We should share all wisdom together. We should love each other, help each other, cooperate, not fight. So Mahatma Gandhi is pioneer of a win-win way of thinking, that not fighting between people and races and cultures and religious, but be cooperative. And that's why India is one of the greatest democratic countries. If there is also something for future which can we share with Mahatma Gandhi, with his message, so it is also presented during conferences fighting against poverty in Brussels. His message that greatness of man is not in his richness, material, finances, but richness of his heart and serving to others. So I wish very much that among us will be more and more people rich who are rich in their hearts and is not running only behind material richness. So we need in this time of pandemic, we need very much that we overcome self-centered attitude, that we became more empathic, this compassion each other, and I am sure that this 150th anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi this year will help put together hands in hands, and there are many nice people in the world with empathic attitude, overcoming self-centered attitude. So, and I am looking forward next speech, others. Thank you very much, and welcome all of us who are preparing to share ideas. Thank you very much.
Anka, thank you so very much. I hope the connection is good and that we are hearing each other very well. I would like at this stage to translate into Slovak very shortly some of the key messages for the record and for our Slovak audience. Anka Galovičová zo spoločnosti Slovensko-indického priateľstva nám spomenula, že Mahatma Gandhi patrí celému svetu, má v živej pamäti založenie organizácie v roku 1989 v Piešťanoch. Aj s vámi Maheshwarananda, ktorý mal dnes vystúpiť, ktorý je dnes v Českej republike, často cestoval na Slovensko, zdieľal veľké myšlienky východnej múdrosti, aj inšpirované Mahatmom Gandhim. Anka na svojej ceste stretla mnohých ľudí, ktorých Gandhi inšpiroval. Napríklad sa stretla s vnukom, respektíve vnučkou Mahatmu Gandhiho. Anka opravma.
Áno, je to vnuk je to Mahatma Gandhi, už je starší.
Vynikajúco, veľmi pekne ďakujem. V angličtine to nie celkom funguje. Grandchild, takže s vnukom Mahatma Gandhiho a ďalšími priateľmi. Veľmi obdivujem princíp nenásilia, ktorý je vlastný srdcu a odkazu Mahatma Gandhiho. Ďalším z odkazov, ktorý je dnes aktuálny, je zmena. Dnes je veľmi potrebná zmena v mnohých oblastiach života. Nie len zmena myslenia, ale aj zmena samotného života, zmena hodnôt. Sám Mahatma hovoril, staň sa tou zmenou, ktorú chceš vidieť vo svete. Takže nečakajme na vládu, nečakajme na osobnosti verejného života, nečakajme na našich priateľov, nikoho okolo nás, treba v prvom rade zmeniť samého seba. V roku 1893 sa v Chicagu stretol prvý svetový kongres, ktorý prepojil východ so západom, tieto náboženské a filozofické prúdy, parlament svetových náboženstiev, ktorý pozval ako kľúčového rečníka Swamiho Vivekanandu, veľkého indického učenca a svedca, ktorého odkaz je dodnes aktuálny. Napríklad premiér Modi vyznáva jeho myšlienky a takisto myšlienky Mahatmu Gandhiho. Anka by bola veľmi rada, keby dnes bola s nami aj Elizabeth z Rakúska a predstavila svoju iniciatívu, ak bude priestor a čas, Zvon mieru a harmónie. Mahatma Gandhi apeloval na to, aby sme sa riadili princípom win-win, to znamená, každý zvíťazí a nebolo to o konkurencii, ale o spolupráci. A apeloval na to, aby bohatstvo srdca nám ležalo ako cieľ nášho života a nie bohatstvo materiálne. Anka, dobre som to zhrnul v slovenčine?
Áno, vynikajúce, Mário, jak vždy. Díky.
Ďakujem veľmi pekne. And I will now again turn into English, and it is my great pleasure and honor. Hopefully we have online His Excellency the Ambassador of India to Slovakia, Shri Vanlalhuma.
On the auspicious occasion of the birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the Indian nation, I extend warm greetings to all of you on behalf of the Embassy of India in Bratislava. Gandhiji was no ordinary human being. His indomitable spirit and unparalleled resolve, combined with his leadership through humility and by personal examples, made even the most powerful nations of the time tremble with trepidation and stupefied with wonder as how such a man could master so much influence on so many. Mahatma Gandhi sacrificed all that he had for the cause of the Indian nation during the freedom struggle, as well as after the freedom had been won. His idea of an India that could sustain itself economically and politically is as relevant today as it has ever been. It is relevant not only to India, but to all other nations as well, as we have currently seen today as the world struggles against the coronavirus pandemic. His love and devotion to the cause of the downtrodden and his unflinching desire for harmony and peaceful coexistence among all faiths will remain an inspiration to millions in the years and decades to come. As we mark the auspicious occasion of his birth anniversary today, we are going to hear the deliberations by Indian and Slovak experts on Gandhiji's life, teachings, and philosophy and their relevance today. Please stay online and listen to them.
Well, thank you very much. I again would like to summarize in Slovak the speech of His Excellency. Veľvyslanec Indie zdôraznil odkaz, život a dielo Mahatmu Gandhiho pre dnešný čas, podčiarkol, že je stále relevantné. Je takmer neuveriteľné, že jeden človek, jediná osobnosť mohla mať vplyv na tak veľa ľudí po celom svete, najmä na základe osobného konania, osobného príkladu. Gandhi obetoval všetko pre nezávislosť Indie, politickú, ekonomickú. Tento odkaz je stále relevantný nielen pre Indiu, ale všetky štáty a národy sveta počas pandémie. Takisto večné sú hodnoty harmónie a mierového spolužitia. Veľvyslanec pozdravil všetkých účastníkov priamých našej dnešnej diskusie a takisto tých, ktorí si ju pozrú zo záznamu. So thank you very much to His Excellency the Ambassador, and it is my great honor to now turn to Mr. Jasbir Nishal, the General Secretary of India-Slovakia Friendship Association in New Delhi. I hope we have a good connection. Jasbir, the floor is yours.
Okay, namaste to all. Dobry Jen.
Namaste.
It's
Dobry Jen.
Dobry.
Namaste from India. It's this time of year. Generally, it's a very nice weather, but nowadays it's quite hot in Delhi itself. But still, it's enjoyable. The time meeting you have started, it's already very nice in Delhi. So it's a great day that India, Slovak, and Slow India is celebrating, remembering the modern of this Mahatma of modern century. Definitely, Gandhi is a household name in India, but now it's not only in India but all over the world. So Gandhi is a phenomenon now, and his date of birth, 2nd October, is a great day that we celebrate in India, and the whole world celebrate it as a day of non-violence and peace. And that is the great contribution that India could give even while under the British colonial rule. So we definitely had a person which turned into a Mahatma, a holy soul, and people respected him because of his teachings and his mastery of the things that he wanted to achieve, get out of the shackles of slavery by non-violent means. And that is his philosophy and teachings, now known as Gandhiism, a great subject of studies and teachings in all over the world. That how such a big movement could achieve its end result of freedom from the colonial rule of Britishers without use of violence. Definitely the idea of non-violence, the truth, the humility that Gandhi taught, it was not new to the Indian society. It existed in the society for more than thousands of years. Mahavir Jain, Bhagwan Jain, Mahatma Buddha, Guru Nanak, they all taught the path of non-violence and truth to have a meaningful life. But the Gandhi, the way he demonstrated it and put into a common people's life is definitely commendable. We respect him for that, that somehow he was given the title of Mahatma by the great writer, poet, Guru Rabindranath Tagore. Because his values, people started realizing that how simplicity can make the bigger things look very small. But in actual life, yes, these things which look very simple, they are very difficult to observe. It's very difficult to observe because as a part of daily life, to speak always the truth, to go for a non-violent approach in life, not to get angry and keep the things out of your context of ego, it's very difficult. They look very simple in words, but it's very difficult in everyday practice. You cannot. If somebody is in conflict with you or having an argument and you turn it into a hotter argument, people, those who are well versed with the Gandhian philosophy or Indian philosophy of tolerance, they cannot control. They get out of that. So what Gandhi was practicing was really indeed a commendable. It was something which everybody cannot. That's why he is called Mahatma. And to carry on that legacy, what he has left over the years, it's a 150th anniversary. And its independence, India is already independent more than 70 years. And still it's relevant. It's relevant not only in India, but it's becoming relevant all over the world. In today's sense, Gandhi that appear as Gandhian or Gandhism is a value, is a body of ideas that describe the inspiration and vision of non-violence and truth. So those ideas, which were always relevant in the past, they are relevant in present, they will remain relevant in future. Because as part of Indian spiritualism, there is a very big saying, those who want to achieve the 100% in spirituality cannot achieve it with even 99.9%. It has to be 100%. Because in that sense, when you reach to that level does not allow you even for a 0.1% depreciation in the values, those which have been prescribed. So one has to be 100% to reach to that level. And it's very difficult for a common person to reach to that level. But yes, if you have definite thoughts and you have made up an inner will, and that will has the power to sustain the commonalities and day-to-day things which can deviate you from the path of such principles. And if you can sustain them, yes, you can reach. Humans are those who reach that. That is definitely there. And Mahatma Gandhi changed the world by non-violence, protest, and struggle for peace. He definitely changed. People all over the world, got carried on by the way, the ideas of Gandhi, the way the Gandhi prescribed those ideas, and the way the ideas generated the result. Though there are always, to an idea, there are always opponents and supporters. There were opponents to the ideas of Gandhi also in the Indian society, but Gandhi was determined to follow on and carry on, and he carried on. And finally, he became an icon to the level of a Mahatma, a holy soul. And that's what people, they wanted to carry on with that. And he has described it very aptly in all his demonstrations and whatever he has written, like in is a book, Experiment with the Truth. He has told many things in that a common man has in his life. So Gandhi was also describing that what, as a normal person, he was not that who did not made mistakes, and he very truthfully described them in the book. But yes, because Mahatma Gandhi, when he described them as a Mahatma Gandhi, people will like to read them and follow them. And the similar experiences of a normal person, people may not like to. So that's why one has to be an icon like a Mahatma Gandhi, to understand and carry on with those. Because during the freedom struggle, there was a one incident in Chora Chori. It's a one part in India, where the followers of Gandhi, they became violent. They became violent and they burnt alive some of the British soldiers. And Gandhi left that movement immediately with a very much, this disappointment that what he has been trying, the people have not followed. And that incident, that definitely changed the concept of his followers' mindset, that Gandhi is not only saying, but he wants to carry on with that also. Then you see, 70 years back, when Gandhi was prescribing cleanliness in India, it used to look as like a bitter joke. And now the government of India has come with the Swachh Bharat mission, which is definitely an offshoot of what Gandhi was prescribing 70 years back. So the relevance of Gandhi is still there, what it was there in the times of Gandhi, and it is in the modern time that his relevance is there. His simplicity, thought of having productions at home, use of khadi, Gandhi, cotton, handmade cotton, because for Indian environment and for Indian temperature, cotton is the best suited here. It's not only cotton. He was very much keen, not on the non-industrialization of the society, which in today's world it may look like somebody foolish is talking. But now the impact of industrialization on the environment and the gases, the warmth of the environment, the raising of temperature all over the world, it's creating a big problem for everybody, and it will be in the next few years, it will be intolerable. So Gandhi, what he tried to teach to people 70 years back is more relevant now today. After death, I think, yeah, after his death in 1948, it's more relevant now. What he taught has to be taken seriously, has to be taken in a much better way. And to save this humanity, to save this planet, we do need non-violence, we need peace, we need truthfulness, we need to save our environment, we need to be in a coherent society, which was something a part of socialism, but not exactly the socialism the way it was in Europe and other places. But it's a very much in a socialistic society that Gandhi wanted to carry on with. So we really salute, we respect, we salute to the epitome of non-violence and peace, Mahatma Gandhi, and try to carry on and try to understand what he wanted and what we have to do. So our India-Slovakia Friendship Association, we signed agreement of understanding between Slov India and India-Slovak Friendship Association. And we are having many projects definitely on file, which we have to carry on. But due to COVID, as the whole of the world is stalled, nothing is getting on. And we will see when the times they are little better, and we will do that. Because what I can see, at least in the Central Europe, the two countries which have taken Gandhi's principle of non-violence seriously are Czech and Slovakia. Because the separation of Czech and Slovak as two independent nations with the Velvet Revolution in the late 80s, early 90s is a very well example of how the political system, how the political things can be settled, not only with the violence and the protests and fighting, but also with the wonderful way like the nation Czech and Slovak have demonstrated it in the Velvet Revolution. So maybe they understood it very well what Gandhiji promoted and was teaching to the world. And that is how our relations between Czech Republic, Slovak Republic, and India, now independent countries, Czech and Slovak, are excellent because basic values are understood and they are the most important in any bilateral relations. So hope the Gandhian principles and Gandhism will prevail and carry on for the betterment of the world, and we as a people-to-people connection, as an association of friendship, we will try our best to carry on this legacy and do the better for the world and our societies. That's all. Thank you very much.
Jasbir, thank you so much for these words of wisdom and for the work that you are carrying on in cooperation with Anna and with your associates on both sides. Dovolte mi preložiť v krátkosti aj slova Jasbirové. Zdôrazňuje pokoru Gandhi svojim životom, stelesňuje princípy nenásilia a pravdovravnosti, absolútnej hodnoty pravdy, ktoré síce nie sú jedinečné len jemu, pretože na nich spočívalo indické myslenie aj pred Gandhim, ale celkom unikátne je, ako to sprítomnil svojim životom. Tieto hodnoty nenásilia, pokoja a pravdy sú zdanlivo veľmi jednoduché, ale je veľmi ťažké ich dodržať v osobnom živote. Predstavte si, keď ste v konflikte s iným človekom, ako ťažké je hovoriť pravdu, zostať pokojný a vyriešiť veci ku vzájomnému prospechu. Aj po 70 rokoch po Gandhiho smrti je jeho dedičstvo stále rovnako relevantné ako v jeho čase. A do budúcnosti aj zostane. Gandhi sa označuje za otca indickej spirituality, ktorý zdôrazňoval, že treba žiť na 100% týmito hodnotami. Nestačí 99,9%, ale 100%. Rozhodujúca pritom je vôľa človeka. A je to možné. Človek je síce tvor omylný, a omylný bol aj Gandhi a otvorene o tom hovoril vo svojich publikáciách. Rozhodujúca je vôľa. A je to možné a každý to dokáže, kto uplatní silnú vôľu. Gandhi zmenil svet, stal sa ikonou, stal sa Mahatmom, svetou dušou. Ďalšie, možno menej známe prvky jeho odkazu sú rovnako relevantné pre dnešok. Napríklad čistota. Napríklad domáce hospodárenie. Výroba bavlny doma, vlastnými silami. Gandhi bol napríklad zotázňoval, problematizoval postupujúcu industrializáciu. Dnes sa ukazuje s emisiami, s poškodením atmosféry, skleníkovým efektom, že toto je dnes obrovskou výzvou pre ľudstvo. Gandhi chcel svojím spôsobom socialistickú spoločnosť, ale samozrejme nie takú, ako sa nakoniec uplatnila v strednej východnej Európe. Je tu pred nami všetkými výzva porozumieť jeho myšlienkam, jeho dielu, pretože sú stále relevantné. Slovensko-indická spoločnosť a spoločnosť Jasbirova v Indii podpísali dohodu o porozumení, rozbehli mnoho projektov. Počas pandémie COVID samozrejme stagnuje celý svet, ale keď sa situácia uvoľní a umožní, tak chceme pokračovať ďalej v našich projektoch. Príkladom uplatnenia hodnôt od Mahatmu Gandhiho je práve dnešná Česká a Slovenská republika, pokojné rozdelenie, nenásilné rozdelenie Československa. Dnes sú na oboch stranách, v Indii aj na Slovensku, základné hodnoty, ktoré stelesnil Mahatma Gandhi, je na nich porozumenie a zhoda. A toto je kľúčové pre ďalší postup. A Jasbir, hovoriac aj za Slovensku, za spoločnosť Slovensko-indického priateľstva, sú odhodlaní rozvíjať kontakty a priateľstvo na úrovni jednotlivcov, občanov, ľudí. So this was a concise summary of Jasbir's speech, and it's my great pleasure to say hello to Elizabeth Ziegler-Düreger in Austria, who is, among other things, among many of the hats that she carries as a local activist and also a coordinator of the United Religions Initiative for Austria. I believe that is still true. Elizabeth, the floor is yours.
Yes. Thank you very much. It's such an honor to be able to speak here in this surrounding to you about our work for interreligious peace and dialogue. When I listened to the speaker before, I thought, oh, I'm very far away from the 100% I should reach, especially when daily life's problems occur in families and in the surrounding. But nevertheless, we should try to reach them. One way, I'm looking for interreligious and intercultural dialogue since many, many years. I was a librarian for nearly 40 years. And in the meantime, then I attended the Parliament of the World's Religions and now the United Religions Initiative. This grassroots organization with cooperation circles all over the world is for me a very great inspiration for my work. And during the last years, one project we are most proud of is a battle. I have to explain, I live in a very remote area in Austria with high mountains around our little town. just 12,000 people. And there happened a very sad story in 1945 at the end of the World War II. 25,000 refugees from Cossacks who who looked for a new place to stay, for a new country where they can stay free after the war. They came to our surroundings. So there were 38,000 Tyroleans and 25,000 refugees. And you can imagine this was a tragedy. And the British government was in charge in the local area, and they decided to send the Cossacks back to Russia. And they put them in trains and sent them back. And many of the men, children died in this situation in June, end of May and June 1945 near our town. So our people are very sensitive about the tragedies people do each other. And I thought this would be a good impulse to organize a very special peace project. And since 2016, there is a little tower with a bell, and on the bell are the words, "I ring for peace and friendship." I decided to add friendship to peace because peace for me is not enough. I also have peace with people I don't know, I don't like, but I prefer to make friendship with. I'm so happy to be a friend of Anka and Nick and Mario, and it's such a good feeling to sit in my kitchen in my little town and be connected to the whole world, to India, to Slovakia, and we live in such a blessed time, and therefore I really try to work even more for friendship than for peace. So that's I will put a link in the chat, so 2 links especially. One about you can see how the bell tower for peace and friendship looks, because there are stones from more than 100 countries in the tower, also from India, from Slovakia, and everybody who rings the bell sends a message of peace and friendship all over the planet. And another link I want to let you know is about a story we started to from an Austrian author. We started to translate at the moment 45 languages, even in Hindi, in English, in Nepali. So if you it's a story about the question, who created everything? And it's very useful for interreligious, intercultural dialogue for children and even for adults. So I will put the link in the chat room. So thank you very much again, and wish you all the best. And if you have a possibility to visit our bell, please come, but my blessings to you all. Thank you.
Elizabeth, thank you so very much for the friendship over many years that we have enjoyed, for the important work that you're doing in Austria, for the passion with which you understood our original intention to bring the Parliament of the World's Religion into Slovakia and Austria and the Czech Republic, which was meant to signify a new stage of relations between the East and West of Europe. So thank you for that. That effort, of course, ended, as we know, in the selection of a different candidate, in the selection of Toronto to host the 2017 Parliament of the World's Religions. But that enabled us, at least in Slovakia, to carry on the idea and transform our initiative into something quite different, but very much the same in spirit, into a program of education for teachers and young kids, with which we tour in a Christian and Jewish and Muslim combination of religious leaders who visit personally schools and teachers around the Slovak Republic. So thank you very much. Rád by som aj Elizabetine slova preložil kratučko do slovenčiny. Elizabet nám hovorí, že je ďaleko od 100%, ktoré spomenul Jasbir, ktoré treba vo svojom vnútri, vo svojich hodnotách pravdy, lásky, nenásilia dosiahnuť, ale napriek tomu tento ideál je potrebné oň sa snažiť. Už veľmi dlho, celé roky sa venujem medzi náboženskému a medzi kultúrnemu dialogu. Pracovala som ako knihovníčka, bola som účastníkom viacerých fór náboženstiev sveta a som lokálnou koordinátorkou pre United Religions Initiative, ktorá je globálnou iniciatívou organizácií, 1000 organizácií na celom svete, v 100 krajinách, ľudí, ktorí sa snažia o zlepšenie sveta v mnohých oblastiach. Rada by som povedala o našom zvone, o našej iniciatíve. Sme malým mestom vo vzdialenej hornatej oblasti v Tyrolsku. No a iniciatíva vybudovať zvonicu mieru a priateľstva je inšpirovaná tragickou udalosťou z konca druhej svetovej vojny, v ktorej sa svoj nový domov v Rakúsku pokúsilo nájsť 25 000 utečencov, kozákov, obyvatelia Tyrolska, ktorých samotných je 38 000, menej ako dvojnásobok neprijali týchto utečencov a britská vláda, ktorá bola v tom čase, spravovala sektor, v ktorom sa po vojne toto udialo, respektíve na sklonku, po vojne, na sklonku druhej svetovej vojny toto udialo, rozhodla o repatriácii kozákov späť do Ruska a odvoz vlakom týchto utečencov nakoniec skončil tragicky pre mnohých mužov, ženy aj deti. Preto sú miestni ľudia citliví na tragédie a bol to dobrý impuls pre mierový projekt. V roku 2016 sme vytvorili zvonicu a na zvone je nápis Ja zvoním za mier a priateľstvo. K mieru som pripojila priateľstvo z toho dôvodu, že pre mňa mier nie je dostatočný a priateľstvo je viac. Ľudia by nemali len tolerovať človeka, svojho blížneho, ale mali by sa snažiť o priateľstvo s ním. Posielam vám v čete linky, ktoré si nájdete. Jedným z nich je zobrazenie nášho zvona, na ktorom sú kamene z celého sveta. A druhý link je príbeh o tom, kto stvoril všetko. A tento príbeh je dostupný v mnohých jazykoch, vrátane jazykov Indie, ktorý môžete využiť pri medzináboženskom a medzikultúrnom dialogu. So Elizabeth, thank you again very, very much. And the next on is a dear friend, a Buddhist monk, Sonam, who is a dear friend of the Slovak Indian Friendship Society. He is a teacher of Buddhism, and he leads a monastery in the south of India, where is the largest Tibetan community. So Sonam, hello to you, and the floor is yours.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. Touch the leg. And I'm very happy to see my dear friend Anna and other dignitaries. Also, it is very great pleasure to me to share my thoughts without preparation, because my dear friend even just let me know if you can share your thoughts on this webcast. Of course, it is my precious. So today the main focus or main topic is what I feel is two. One is about the Gandhi and one is interreligion. So for these two things, I'm not too much details, because what Gandhi did, after that, how interreligion is important. I'm focused these 2 points only. As so, in Gandhi's life, the most important is what ahesam in Sanskrit. Translate in English, we can non-violence, which is very best method to solve in the long term, not too short term, because violence can solve in a short term, it cannot solve the long term in a big or large conflict or small conflict. This is what I know. And also we as Tibetans, we also practice the non-violence to get our freedom from the Chinese. So, but by practice this, we need two things. The first thing, it is very important to beyond patient. And second thing, we need to with good test of truth. Truth is always truth. It never covered by the other things. So believe truth and work hard with the patience, then we can reach the any goals or we can solve the any problems. So also that means the Gandhi is the best example who did all these things. And he inspired world as well as even in we Tibetans also inspired his speech, ahimsa, and other things. The second thing, interreligion is what I actually say is religion is very important to the peoples because we need a psychological supports. So we have to share something with someone. Many people, they don't want to share people to people. And if they have belief, they can share with them. So by this great things, sometimes it will misuse between the religions. This is very bad news and very sad news. That is why interreligion is very important, because it is possible. If this is not possible, then we can't do nothing. But this is possible because all religions, they have same message on compassion, love, humanity, right, truth. This is the foundation of all religions. So through this ground, we can use very well, and it is possible. By the time, as my personal interest is, I'm very much interested about the world religion. I did one diploma course from Dharmaram College under Christ University. Through that, I got very good experience that there is a very big, very good, very common playground between all the religions, that we can come together and we can do it. It is possible. So without much time to take, I would like to thank the organizer as well as all the speakers, and especially Anna. I didn't see you long time. Today I saw. I am very happy. Thank you all.
Sonam, thank you very much. Is the connection good now?
Yes, yes.
Yes. For the Slovak translation, would you just remind me of, you said all religions share the same messages, and you talked about love, compassion, truth. Were there any other values that you mentioned?
Yes. Compassion, love, truth, humanity is the foundation of all religions, right?
Thank you very much. Sonam je buddhistickým mníchom, vedie na juhu Indie kláštor v rámci najväčšej tibetskej komunity. Je učiteľom buddhizmu a je drahým priateľom spoločnosti Slovensko-indického priateľstva. Som veľmi rád, že opäť počase vidím aj počujem svojich priateľov, Anku, Ivana a mnohých vzácnych hostí na tejto videokonferencii. Rád by som zdieľal myšlienky k Mahatmovi Gandhimu a k medzináboženskému dialogu. Najlepším prekladom zo sanskritu je princíp nenásilia. Princíp nenásilia je mimoriadne dôležitý, pretože len nenásilný spôsob prináša dlhodobo najlepšie riešenia. Násilie môže byť efektívne, ale len krátkodobo. My praktizujeme, myslí sa tým tibetskí buddhisti, princípy nenásilia v rámci nášho boja za slobodu od Číny. My, ako aj všetci ostatní ľudia, potrebujeme najmä dve veci. Bojovať proti vlastným vášňam a túžbám a testovať svoje myšlienky, svoje činy testom pravdy. Takže verme v pravdu a bojujme s vlastnými túžbami. Toto je tá správna cesta. Mahatma Gandhi je najlepším príkladom týchto hodnôt v praktickom živote. Jeho princíp neubližovania ahimsa je toho dokladom. K medzináboženskému dialogu by som rád povedal, že náboženstvo ako také je veľmi dôležité. Je veľmi dôležité, pretože ľudia potrebujú psychologickú podporu. A aj ľudia uzavretí, ľudia, ktorí neradi zdieľajú veci zo svojho osobného života, ak majú vieru, tak sa dokážu v tejto viere zdieľať s druhým človekom. Je tragédiou, že dnes je náboženstvo veľmi často zneužívané. A to je dôvod, prečo je dôležitý medzináboženský dialog. Otvorene ukázať, že sa ľudia veriaci dokážu stretnúť nie v konflikte, ale v dialogu a v harmónii. Je to možné. Je to možné pretože všetky náboženstvá zdieľajú rovnaké hodnoty. Láska, súcit, pravda a ľudskosť. Ďakujem veľmi pekne. So these were the words of our dear friend Sonam. Thank you very much. And next on is Dr. Shobhana Radha Krishna. She is the chief functionary of the Gandhian Forum for Ethical Corporate Governance, which was formed under the aegis of the Standing Conference of Public Enterprises for promoting ethical business practices and organizational integrity in both public sector enterprises, in public sector enterprises. She has given 278 talks in 39 major public sector enterprises in India. She has regularly addressed young probationary officers of the Indian civil services in the apex training academies of the government of India. So, Shobhana, we are very honored to have you with us, and welcome to our call, and let me give you the floor. Do we have a connection? Hello? It seems that we have an interruption, perhaps, or maybe difficulty. So give us a few seconds to resolve that. Anka, are you listening?
Yes, I am listening.
What do you think we should do at this stage? If I would expect that Shobhana may join us a little bit later. And what do you think? Would you like to talk about the children's competition?
I think we can continue.
Yes.
There is some other programs, as I know, about competition, and also there is program of Milan Šišmiš.
Okay.
And,
okay.
So we continue.
No problem. So the historian, Mr. Šišmiš, is with us. Do we have a connection? Hello. Yes, there's a bit of a technical difficulty with the video recording. Let us try and fix that in real time.
Do I stay on? Do I wait here?
Shobhana, is it you?
Yeah, it's me. I was talking and then suddenly there was an interruption. So what do I do?
I am most sorry for this. This is a technical glitch. Maybe I
Shall I leave now? Shall I leave now?
No. I think you should, once we have you on, since we have you on, why don't you, please excuse the technical difficulty, but you can, would you like to start from the beginning?
Yeah, and I would like to be here for 10 minutes only because I have another engagement. And I've just finished one online Gandhi Katha for Zambia. So I'm very thankful to Slope India Friendship Society and the Embassy of India in Bratislava for having invited me for this webinar today as we culminate the commemoration of the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. And I would like to talk mostly about Gandhiji's spirituality, his lifestyle of health and wellness of body, mind, and spirit for coping up and staying safe physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually during these tough times of the pandemic. Yesterday, the world over celebrated 2nd October, the UN International Day of Non-Violence. And in India, we celebrated Mahatma Gandhi's birth anniversary as Gandhi Jayanti. The entire world is remembering Mahatma Gandhi, the apostle of peace and non-violence. We have an opportunity to remind the humanity of the efficacy of the messages of Mahatma Gandhi, the father of our nation. So I pay my respects to all the leading lights of Slovakia and to the people and to everybody who has joined me online today. So I also want to tell you that Gandhiji used to begin and end his day with prayers. And these were prayers from all the religions of the world, which is in Hindi called Sarva Dharma Prarthana. He said that we must study the essence of all the religions with absolute reverence and friendship and respect to the practitioners of different religions. He had friendship from all over the world, from different people from different religions and backgrounds, and he actively encouraged friendships across religions. Therefore, one of Mahatma Gandhi's legacies to the world is non-violent conflict resolution through interfaith dialogues for establishing brotherhood, unity, and harmony. Even after 7 decades have gone by, since Gandhiji passed on, in every part of the world, his resonance is felt as strongly as ever before, and his visions and actions are of an enduring significance for everyone at all times and in all places. His approach to life was holistic and cannot be divided into watertight compartments of social, religious, political, personal, or a public life. Gandhiji stands out as the champion of not only the political democracy, but also of economic and spiritual democracy in today's world. He believed that moral degeneration is the root cause of all evils, including conflicts. This explains his lifelong crusade of attainment of moral values such as truthfulness, non-violence, pursuit of purity of means, love, self-control, forgiveness, friendship, friendliness, respect, compassion, and mercy. So all these things that we see in Gandhiji, we also see that he also was the first environmentalist, much before the world was preoccupied with the concerns for ecology and environment. His environmental practices were based on conservation of natural resources, which were often misused and overused for the sake of development. Gandhiji had warned about the unsustainability of these practices more than a century ago by saying that the earth has enough for man's needs but not for man's greed. He had also said the earth, the air, the water, and the land are not an inheritance from our forefathers but on loan from our children. So we have to hand it over to them as it was handed over to us. Equality for women within the society was a principle Gandhiji passionately believed in. His vision of Sarvodaya, the welfare of all, becomes very relevant in the crisis of internally displaced people and migrants. And he may well have kept in mind the very basic unit of human organization, a village or a county. His vision of Gram Swaraj, village republic, which is a self-reliant, independent, self-governed village built on the premises of sustainable development or growth, is the need of the hour. So for Gandhiji, I would like to tell you that, of course, his philosophy is truth, non-violence, and purity of means. He gave a very simple definition of truth: utter as you think and act as you utter. And for him, non-violence was a means to reach this truth. And that too, through his insistence was on purity of means. So many people who just wonder what this purity of means really signifies is only that if your goals are pure, your means to reach there also must be very pure. Mahatma Gandhi is the greatest apostle of peace the world has seen in the recent past. His notion of peace is based on tolerance, forgiveness, compassion, oneness, truth force, love force, soul force through self-suffering and sacrifice. Gandhiji was the most powerful visionary and a practical idealist from the first half of the last century, who is a role model for all of us. But the effort has to begin from the point where you are standing. And that is what made all Mahatma Gandhi's idealist actions practical. And he can be truly called a man of action. But it does not only mean that he was very busy, that he was. What we mean is the action of putting ideas or beliefs into practice more than anything else was the driving force in his life. The answer for Mahatma Gandhi was always found in action. He had said, an ounce of practice is worth more than tons of preaching. And that is why, when around the age of 19, he studied the Bhagavad Gita, the first two, not the first, the two verses, 64 and 65, impressed him the most. And since then, he considered Gita as the dictionary of daily reference and his greatest guide in life. He based his life on that, the crucial and central messages of the Bhagavad Gita of living selflessly without attachment and position. So since the time constraint is so much here, and I will not be able to talk about Gandhiji's ashrams where I was born, the last ashram, and my own experience of the ashram, I will go straight away to what his health and wellness practices were. Gandhiji carried out his experiments in health and wellness in his ashrams through nature cure, diet control, fasting, hydrotherapy, sun bath, mud packs, and observing silence for one whole day. This was essentially meant for the poorest of the poor who couldn't afford very high cost medical rates. And so for everybody, it was so affordable that he experimented with it on himself and also treated more than 30,000 patients through nature cure. I just want to tell you an anecdote that our friend and the British Quaker, Sir Horace Alexander, called Gandhiji the slave of watch. He was in the ashrams for a few months in both the ashrams in India, and he observed that the ashram bell used to ring 56 times during the day in the ashram. He said, and I quote, Gandhi had wonderful courtesy and punctuality. I was to learn quickly that he was the slave of watch. He had more to do in every 24 hours than almost any other man. So he had learned how to pack the most into every minute. Yet he never gave the impression that of being hurried or impatient. So this is one of the critical lessons that we learn from Mahatma Gandhi, where he stands as a role model for punctuality, discipline, and promptness. Though Gandhiji's role and contributions to the public political arena are well known, what is less known is his contribution towards health and well-being. Gandhiji was a firm believer in the principle that a healthy mind keeps the body healthy, and he stressed the importance of a healthy lifestyle and positive thinking. His interest in health, hygiene, nutrition, and diseases was as great as his interest in politics. He was essentially a man of science. He approached problems in a scientific manner. His message to the world on the vital question of health and well-being is very important, because the study of this question was part of the service to God and his creation. That was his mission. Knowing to care summed up his life. His message was simple and easy to follow. It encouraged everyone to respect simplicity, voluntary self-control, reduce the wants, follow the tradition, cultural practices, and the values, follow the environmental credo which Gandhiji practiced of recycling, reusing, reducing, and refusing, and treat oneself through nature cure for living in harmony with nature. For Gandhiji, the outside universe was but a reflection of the inside universe. He repeated time and again that the universe is compressed in the atom. There is not one law for the atom and other for the universe. It was based on his actual spiritual experience that gave him the conviction that the moral principles have no meaning unless they can be put to serve as the guide of conduct in the daily affairs of people. I will just end with the Sanskrit proverb, Yatha Pinde Tatha Brahmande. You are the universe within the universe. As with the self, so is the universe. What is going on within you is what is going on in the universe. So since there is so little time and maybe I'm speaking fast and you need to translate, I would once again express my grateful thanks to the Slow India Friendship Society, to the Embassy of India, to Madam who is sitting, but I'm unable to see her name, Anna. So namaskar and thank you. Thank you very much for being here, listening to me patiently, and to Dr. Malik. I am grateful because you've called me once again. I have been to Nitra University last year, and I spoke to you organized my Gandhi Katha, and this is the third time I have been given a chance. So I'm very, very grateful to you. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you so very much. I left the floor to Anna to respond to you as a dear long-term friend. Anka?
Dear Soba, now I am happy to see you because last time in India, November, it was not possible for me to meet you personally because I was participated at the conference, World Conference Yoga, Homeopathy, Ayurveda. But I am sure you will return back to Slovakia when pandemic finish, and we will continue and prepare another program about health and especially mental health, because Slovakia, under guidance of new government, is now focused on mental health, and also our new president, lady, Madam Chaputova, who daily practice Zen Buddhistic meditation, she also focus on mental health. So it will be nice to know more about Mahatma Gandhi method and how he can help us to be mentally healthy. Thank you very much.
And thank you. And I want to request both of you to make me a member of your Slovak India Friendship Society. And you are most welcome to come to India. And I'll be so happy to see you wherever you are. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I will now turn to the Slovak summary, and please feel free to leave us for the other commitment that you have mentioned. And all the best to you, and thank you again for the words of wisdom. Šobana hovorila najmä o spiritualite, ktorú nám zanechal Mahatma Gandhi. Bol protagonistom zdravého životného štýlu a jeho odkazy sú dôležité teraz v čase pandémie. 2. október oslavovalo Svetové spoločenstvo Medzinárodný deň OSN nenásilia, a v tento istý deň oslavoval svet aj narodenie Mahatmu Gandhiho, tohto apoštola mieru, apoštola nenásilia. Gandhi začal a skončil každý svoj deň modlitbou. Nebola to však modlitba jedného náboženstva, bola to modlitba, ktorá mala prvky všetkých svetových náboženstiev. Gandhi vyzýval na absolútny rešpekt a úctu medzi všetkými veriacimi bez ohľadu na ich náboženstvo a na priateľstvá, ktoré sú medzi veriacimi rôznych náboženstiev. To bolo pre neho veľmi dôležité. Zdôrazňoval princípy bratstva, jednoty, harmónie a po 70 rokoch tento odkaz rezonuje stále rovnako silne. Mal holistický prístup k životu, pre ňoho neexistovala jasná línia medzi osobným a verejným životom. V obidvoch priestoroch treba praktizovať rovnaké hodnoty. Vyznával politickú demokraciu a takisto aj hospodársku a duchovnú demokraciu. Hlavnými hodnotami boli pravda, nenásilie, čistota prostriedkov, láska, sebakontrola, odpustenie, úcta, súcit a milosrdenstvo. Čo znamená pravda? O pravde hovoril: rob tak, ako hovoríš, a hovor tak, ako myslíš. Čistota prostriedkov zdôrazňuje, že na morálne konanie sa vyžadujú rovnako tak čisté ciele, ako aj čisté prostriedky. Morálne konanie nemôže byť použiť nečisté prostriedky na čisté alebo vznešené ciele. Bol prvým ochrancom životného prostredia, tak povediac, a zdôrazňoval zachovanie prírodného bohatstva. Táto zem, hovoril, nie je dedičstvom minulých generácií pre nás, ale my si ju požičiavame od našich detí. Takisto vyznával dnes všetkým známu trojicu imperatívov na ochranu životného prostredia. Recyklácia, redukcia, to znamená zníženie spotreby, ale aj znovu použitie materiálov, vecí, ktoré človek spotrebúva. Bol praktickým idealistom. Bol vzorom pre všetkých, ale zdôrazňoval pri tom, že každý má začať presne tam, kde je. V tej situácii, s tými prostriedkami, ktoré presne on má k dispozícii. Bol veľkým vyznávačom disciplíny a dodržiavania času. Napriek tomu, že jeho 24 hodín mohlo mať oveľa bohatší obsah ako 24 hodín prakticky každého iného človeka na tejto zemi, tak nikdy sa v osobnom vzťahu nezdal, že sa ponáhla alebo že je netrpezlivý. No a čo sa týka zdravého životného štýlu, vo svojom ašráme praktizoval sám na sebe, ale aj na 30 000 ďalších ľudí, najmä chudobných, veľmi jednoduché princípy, prírodné liečivá, dieta, pôst, celodenné ticho. To sú princípy, ktoré môže zachovávať naozaj každý a v tej dobe si to mohli dovoliť aj chudobní ľudia. So this was our dear friend Shobana from India, and now we have the video of the historian, Mr. Shishmish.
Dear friends, brothers and sisters all over the world, this greeting comes to you from the city of Martin in the central Slovakia, and I'm standing in front of the peace tree which was planted by our Guru Dev Paramhans Swami Maheshwarananda. Every year we used to gather here in this time in these days when the whole world celebrates the International Non-Violence Day. We used to commemorate Mahatma Gandhi because many people of this area feel certain connection with him. We have a letter here in Slovak National Library, an original manuscript which he has sent to one Slovak doctor who was personal doctor of great Russian writer and thinker Leo Nikolaevich Tolstoy. This letter was written in 1910, and it was Gandhi's thanks, expression of thanks, because this person, Dušan Makovitsky, helped to connect Tolstoy and Gandhiji. We have also many other things commemorating Gandhi and India here. And one of them is a group of yoga practitioners. Every day, many tens or hundreds of people in this region used to practice yoga, which are the same or similar exercises which were done by Gandhiji to strengthen his power and to strengthen the power of the satyagrahis. So we in this time also want to be strengthened, and we want also the whole world will be strength enough to survive in this not very pleasant times. So in front of this tree, which we used to name also the tree of fulfilled wishes, I would like to wish you and the whole world the peace, harmony, and you can do it also, because this tree fulfills wishes to all of us. So thank you for listening, cordial greetings, and all the best to the whole world.
Well, thank you very much. Ďakujem veľmi pekne. Zhrnutie pozdravov z Martina od doktora Šišmiša. Stojím tu pod stromom mieru, ktorý nám pomohol vysadiť s vámi Maheshwarananda, a je to strom splnených želaní. Každoročne sme sa schádzali pri tomto strome, aby sme si pripomenuli myšlienky Gandhiho a ďalších veľkých mierotvorcov, lídrov, filozofov. V Národnej knižnici v Martine existuje list, ktorý poslal v roku 1910 Mahatma Gandhi jednému slovenskému doktorovi. Išlo o osobného lekára Leonida Tolstoja a v ňom ďakuje doktor Dušan Makovický, ďakuje Dušanovi Makovickému Mahatma Gandhi za to, že pomohol mu prepojiť alebo nájsť kontakt s Tolstojom. V Martine pravidelne desiatky až stovky ľudí praktizujú jogu na základe podobných cvičení, aké praktizoval sám Mahatma, tak, aby bola posilnená duša a telo človeka, satyagraha, A tak by som aj ja vám rád osobne chcel zaželať posilnenie tomuto svetu, tak, aby prežil v neľahkých časoch. Zastavte sa pri našom strome v Martine. Je to strom splnených želaní. So that was, in a nutshell, the message. And it is my great pleasure to say hello and turn the floor over to Ivan Malek, my dear friend and the secretary of the Slovak Indian Friendship Society, who would like to say a few words about the children's competition. Ivan, pekný deň ti želám.
Dobrý deň všetkým. Honorable guests, dear friends, dear children. As has become a tradition, this year we have announced a children's art competition. This year is dedicated to the 150th anniversary of Gandhiji's birth. So we have chosen 3 stories from his life, based on which you have painted your beautiful artwork. You can read the competition stories on our website, www.slovindia.sk. As we are facing a corona pandemic this year, we have decided to adapt our competition rules as well. We will evaluate the drawings gradually as they will come to us continuously until the end of the year. We have decided to reward all children who have participated in the competition, so no one will be left behind. Today, we will award the first batch of drawings and choose the most beautiful ones, which will receive an extra prize. Dear guests, you had the opportunity to see the piece of art we have received. Therefore, it was not easy to choose the most beautiful one. Well, we had to decide and choose some. So, we have chosen the following. Daniela Hajduchová, Alica Karásková, Andrej Frič, Nelka Balogová, Diana Kostolániová a posledný Maxim Kraščenic. So congratulations to the winners. We will send the prizes by mail. And we also thank the teachers, Ms. Sharkoziova and Ms. Goranova. Thanks again, and we are looking forward to the next round. All children who participate in the competition have free entry to the zoo contact in Tatralandia. If the situation will allow, please contact us and we will organize all details. So once more, thank you and have a nice weekend.
Ivan, thank you so very much. This organization owes you so much to your work. You are the invisible man who makes happen all the things that are ongoing. Veľmi pekne ďakujeme za dlhoročné priateľstvo, Ivan, a za všetko, čo robíš z pozície takmer neviditeľného človeka v Slovindii, ale bez teba by nič nebolo možné. Rád by som preložil Ivanové slová do slovenčiny. Každoročne organizuje Spoločnosť Slovensko-indického priateľstva súťaž pre deti, ktoré kreslia svoje diela A v tomto roku bola súťaž venovaná 150. výročiu narodenia Mahatma Gandhiho. Ako inokedy, aj tento raz bola súťaž inšpirovaná príbehmi zo života alebo príbehmi s indickými príbehmi, bájkami. Neraz, tento raz to boli 3 príbehy zo života Gandhiho a ten, kto chce, si ich môže prečítať na web stránke slovindia.sk. Vzhľadom na pandémiu prišlo k úprave pravidel súťaže. Oceňované budú diela priebežne až do konca roka. Všetky deti odmeňujeme, nikto nezostane pozadu. Napriek tomu sme museli, nebolo to ľahké, vybrať niekoľko kresieb a dovolíme si pogratulovať Daniele Hajduchovej, Alice Karáskovej, Andrejovi Fričovi, Nelke Balogovej, Diane Kostolániovej a Maximovi Kraščenicovi. Ešte raz gratulujeme, ďakujeme aj učiteľkám a učiteľom, ktorí umožnili deťom tieto kresby zrealizovať, osobitne pani učiteľkám Šarkóziovej a Voranovej. Deti majú zadarmo vstup do zoo v zábavnom parku Tatralandia a zostaneme v komunikácii, keď to situácia umožní. Takže gratulujeme všetkým. Následne by sme radi zaprezentovali. So thank you very much to all the kids. It is time for a short video clip. It is a favorite spiritual song of Mahatma Gandhi. It is sung by Petra Humenianská Sedláková, and the music was produced by Zdeněk Hladík, who is a great friend of ours. Zdeněk, hello, my personal regards to you. And so it's not the floor that is yours, but this time it is indeed the air and the airwaves, and our ears are eager to hear your music. Thank you. Thank you very much. Zdeněk, thank you very much for the musical entree. And that was the last musical element of today's session. The 2 hours that we spent together on this online platform went by so fast. Before I thank all the speakers, I would like to turn to Anka, whether she has something to say for the very end.
Dear friends, it's not easy to tell you goodbye. I am very touched, and because I see not only your faces, but behind you are hundreds and thousands colleagues, friends, family members, and brothers and sisters. So somehow I feel that all you are in our kitchen here in Piešťany, as Elizabeth told. I feel the same, and looking forward when God help us to organize, to continue in these first steps, mobilizing us against Corona and showing Corona and pandemic that we are strong in all kind of situation, even without physical training. Thank you very much.
Anka, thank you very much. You were the first and the last speaker on a list of excellent guests that we had today. Let me thank again to Ambassador Shri Vanlal Huma, to Jasbir Nishal, to Elizabeth Ziegler-Dürega, to the Buddhist monk Sonam, to Dr. Shishmish, to Shobhana Radhakrishna, of course to Anna Galovichova and Ivan Malek from the Slovak Indian Friendship Society, to Zdeněk Hladík for his play on sitar and 1,000 other instruments. We from the Forum of the World's Religions are honored to have been a partner for this session of the Slovak Indian Friendship Society, and of course a partner of the Embassy of the Republic of India to Slovakia. Thank you again, everybody, and have a blessed and peaceful rest of the day in honor of the 150th anniversary of the birth of a giant in the legacy of humanity, Mahatma Gandhi. Thank you very much. Goodbye.